Hello, it's Geapster. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's definitely been a while, and you probably haven't expected this sort of video from me. But I will say, if you've known me, the guy behind the content creator, the guy behind this YouTube channel, if you've known me for a significant amount of time, personally, offhandly, you would know one of my favorite animes of all time is Code Geass, the Lush of the Rebellion. So when I heard and was reminded of that there was a sequel series taking place after the Lush of the Resurrection, my new Resurrection, it's an alternate universe from the original Code Geass anime, I would recommend watching the collection movies, basically recapping seasons 1 and Art 2, but they're alternatives, so like there's some things that will be different. I recommend watching those before even watching this because you'll be like confused if you watch that movie. But getting to the point, um this sequel series has definitely had hype because it's basically taking place after the events of Resurrection. From my understanding of it, it's like maybe like a few years after those events. So my thoughts on it so far. I liked it. I love it. There are definitely some episodes I like more than others. The last two, especially the most recent one I watched, like episode 4. So, if you have not seen Rose of the Resurrection, the latest episode up until, sorry, Rose of the Recapture. I'm not gonna script this. Then there's some minor spoilers here. So yeah, the goat, the fabulous, also original protagonist of Lelouch of the Rebellion, Lelouch v Britannia, has returned. So yeah, but let's get into like it. I do like the cast. I do like where they're going with this. Not really a big fan of it at first, but I've warmed up to it. This whole sort of her becoming a girl, well, becoming like a, I kind of know where they're going from that. She is a girl, and it's the classic trope of like, oh, made a promise with like best friend that happens to look alike, making her the princess while she has to rescue her friend from being captured. Like, I see where they're going with this plot, but it seems a little bit forced, to be honest. And I kind of see why they're going kind of fast with some episodes. It's because, from what I've looked up, there's only 12 episodes for this series, and they're presumably going to have like a season 2 from the sequel series. It's basically after all that, their Zero Requiem is kind of obsolete. The whole Democles thing. I'm not really gonna go into that. You're gonna have to watch R2 for that. It's kind of making Lucius Zero Requiem kind of irrelevant, but at least kind of see why, because there's always going to be tension and peace is never everlasting, and so it's like naturally when Britannia has been sort of taken over, you have like Neo Britannia, so it's like I get where they're going with this. I personally don't really agree with a lot of things. I'm not gonna have names memorized because there's a lot of characters I'm still learning, still memorizing. But that Jar look like that Char clone. Um, I'm certainly curious to see what role he plays, but uh seems like the Emperor, the kid like dying with like all the whole like mechanical mosquito thing, like I definitely saw that coming. Um or at least him dying. But like I had a feeling that Lelouch was gonna come back at some point, and um my only worry is like, are they sort of just baiting nostalgia for the sake of it? Because it's like, it really feels like they're doing that for the sake of it. Like, at least where they put the cameos, like, it wasn't forced. Like, Lelouch and C2 returning made sense. Nina joining the Black Knights, and if you know the events of, you kind of know where she stands on that. Cornelia being a part of that. Yes, Cornelia did appear in a recent episode. I did say there were spoilers. It makes sense why all these established characters are coming back the way they are. It's just, I mean, if the whole point is just to establish the whole world building of Geass, so far with Rose of the Resurrection, they're kind of not doing a great job at world building it the way that the original Geass has done that. But I say so far it's okay. Like, the Lelouch family is curious to see if Lelouch will do some real damage, but if you see the Resurrection movie, he did vow that he and C2 would be looking for more potential Geass user candidates, and it's just like, you understand what comes next. What comes next with those two characters, and very cute. I do apologize for the cutoff. What I was gonna say is, very few like sequels continue more often than not without referencing like established character. It just depends on how it's written, of course. And Lelouch is considered like one of the best characters of all time in anime. A lot of people can contest that, but that's subjectively true. But I'm very curious who they may decide to bring back into the fold. Colin, Suzaku, what roles will they play now? Since Suzaku, I don't think is Zero anymore, so come to think of it, Nigel might play a role. So, another thing I always wanted to just point out, I did used to roleplay as Lelouch back in the day. Had another friend of mine that also probably, as much as a Lelouch fan as I am, it's just good to see these characters back, this lore back, and well, I've also been consuming, even though I'm not really playing like that new gacha game, Lost Stories, where it's like you get to pick like the protagonist and male or female, and essentially go over like the code Geass like anime from the Lucifer Rebellion, and sort of take a protagonist's approach. What would you do in these events, and sort of how they insert themselves in the world. But anyway, that's been my raw thoughts so far. Sorry it's a little bit scramble. I just want to get my thoughts out there. I do like the new Nightmare Frame design, so I'm not going to go into what specific side and really pick a favorite. As far as my favorite character, I do like Sakuya. I can't really say I'm in love with any of them yet, besides maybe the main girl. I mean, in a manner of speaking, she kind of looks like a female Lelouch, but, well. Well, we'll see. There are some rumors I've been hearing about, but I'm not going to get into those because I want to really see where this goes. But who knows if I will make more of this sort of content in the future. But anyways, take care. We're going to arguments until maybe like the next like anime thoughts or whatever media I consume, impresses me. I might do a quick video on that too. Anyways, take care and have a good one, guys.
When I'm on the road, watch out for all surprises. What it provides is good and bad, but nothing entices.
Another one day in the night, let me paint the view, color down with my light. For every moment share with you, not in the day, and never fully gone. Going to be back again until they're coming over down.
For the days ahead of us, put your hands up, wave it side to side for good luck. For the nights like this, put your hands up. Love the moment even from dusk. Yo, you always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night. Nothing comes between us, dancing like ballerinas under the moonlight all night long. How these plain and simple scenes get painted so vividly by you. I just wanna stay with you.
Around the world is only dance, whenever our eyes meet. You know you leave me in a trance. It means everything to me looking down below. The one I seek to find, no matter where you might go. Remember you'll be on my mind.
Always watching over me, somehow you make me feel invisible. Power to my soul, yeah. I'm not easy things that used to bother me, cause your existence just lights me up, yeah. You always got my back, and of course I got your back.